Hey Gear Slammers, in this video we're going to talk about turbos. So first and foremost, all the R's have K24s. You can upgrade to a K24 if you have a non-K24 car with the Mitsubishi turbos. I believe that's what they are. You're going to need oil and coolant lines. You can steal it from an R, or you can buy the Mamba K24 kit, which works really well, and actually I'm using it on my biggest turbo R. Works really well, came with adapters, at least the turbo side did, so I was able to put everything together and make it work. So what Mamba does offer is a 6+6 wheel that you can interchange out here. That's all aluminum, it's billet aluminum. This one, I believe, is a 7+7 because I machined it out to be a hybrid K24. Now, I will admit, I had a bit of an oopsies. I had everything dialed in perfectly. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should make this opening just a hair bit bigger. And I had to weld it up and smooth it out because I punched a hole in it. So if you do it yourself, be careful. Now, not everyone has access to a lathe. So Nick Knight actually takes K24s, makes them into hybrids. He actually built Nathan's his, and it's actually on his 05 SR. So that's also nice. Now what you can also do, which makes great turbo noises, is upgrading the CBV. Now this is a Turbo Smart one. Apparently there's so much of the Escape ones. I'm not quite sure like size wise, but that is fine. But yes, I love it. Makes great noises. I was really upset to move on from this to go to a bigger turbo and go from there. So if you're doing this yourself, you will notice on Mamba, not only can you do the 6+6 on the front, that's billet, but they have a 9-blade exhaust. It does change the feel of how everything kicks in and all that. The 12-blade apparently is really good for flow, or I believe it's torque. I've noticed that this is a little more horsepower happy with all the logs I've seen. I've been wrong before, but let me know if I am. If you're rebuilding your K24, there is a business called G-Pop on eBay. They have really good quality rebuild kits for these. Even better, it comes with a 360 thrush bearing, better than the 270 on here. You can go back to the 270. It's just the 360 apparently is better. Mike did all the research on it. So yeah, they're also a really good brand to go with. Now, Kyle was able to find a Funk turbo blanket. Apparently on here, it is number 13768. I don't know if this is an actual part number or it's just, this is how many he's manufactured, but it's an option. And yes, you can go with other branded turbos. I went to a bigger turbo made by Pulsar. It's a 5449A. They have a 5449G. Mine is internally wastegated. I was able to use the K24 oil and coolant lines with it. I had to use some adapters and all that. And I also had to make my over the engine pipe work. But so there's a lot of extra work that you want to do. That turbo was $800. I'm maybe $1,200 deep into this whole shebang and making it work. Now, when you're doing all this, there is something you should also do. You can re-gap your plugs, or you can get a step colder. Now there is R step colder plugs and non-R step colder plugs. Both work good. I gapped mine about to be about 22 thou. Try to be close to that. I think they are originally gapped for like 28 to 32 in that range, but it does help when you go to a bigger turbo such as a K24 or an aftermarket turbo. So yeah, let me know if you guys do anything different with the turbos, your guys' turbo setups. Send me your Instagrams down below so I can take a look, because I'm always curious and I always want to make my stuff better. But please like, comment, share with your friends. I'll see you guys in the next video.